Once upon a time, there lived a little girl named Goldilocks. She had bright golden hair that shimmered in the sunlight, tumbling in loose curls down to her shoulders. Her wide, curious eyes were always searching for something new, and her playful spirit often led her on little adventures just beyond her backyard. It was a warm and sunny morning. Birds chirped in the trees, and a gentle breeze rustled the leaves in the peaceful forest that stretched just beyond Goldilocks' home. The forest was calm and quiet, glowing softly under the golden rays of the sun. As Goldilocks skipped along the edge of the trees, she spotted a fluttering butterfly with wings as blue as the sky. With a delighted giggle, she chased after it, weaving between tree trunks and hopping over roots. Deeper and deeper she wandered, the butterfly always just out of reach. After a while, the trees began to look unfamiliar. The sounds of home had faded away. Goldilocks paused, looking around. The butterfly was gone, and a sudden hush fell over the forest. She blinked, turning in a slow circle. "Oh no," she whispered to herself, "I think I'm lost." Goldilocks hesitates on the threshold, the forest quiet behind her, the house silent ahead. She calls out softly, "Hello? Is anyone there?" Only the echo of her own voice replies. Curiosity tugging at her fear, she steps inside, one foot, then the other, into the warmth of the unknown. A flicker of hope in her chest. Maybe this is where she'll find her way back. Goldilocks sniffed the air. Something smells tasty. She tiptoed inside and found a table with 3 bowls of porridge, one big, one medium, and one small. Curious, she picked up the spoon by the big bowl. She took a bite. "Too hot!" she yelped. Next, she tried the medium bowl. "Bah! Too cold!" She frowned. Then she tasted the smallest bowl. Her eyes lit up. Just right. And she ate every last bite. She felt tired and wandered into the living room. There were 3 chairs waiting for her. A large wooden chair, a soft pink chair, and a small blue chair. She tried the big wooden one first. It was way too hard. Then she sank into the soft pink chair, far too squishy. Finally, she perched on the small blue chair. "Ah, just right," she sighed. But then, crack! The chair shattered beneath her, and she tumbled to the floor in a heap of splinters. With a full tummy and a sleepy yawn, Goldilocks climbed the stairs to look for a place to rest. At the top, she found a room with 3 beds, one big, one medium, and one small. She tried the big bed first. "Ouch! Too hard!" she groaned. Next, she flopped onto the medium bed. "Oh no, too soft," she mumbled, sinking in. Finally, she curled up on the smallest bed. She sighed happily. "This bed is just right." She pulled the blanket up to her chin and whispered again, "Just right." In no time at all, Goldilocks was fast asleep. Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear had just finished a lovely walk through the woods. As they approached their cozy little house nestled among the trees, they noticed something unusual. The front door was wide open. "Who could have left the door open?" Papa Bear grumbled, furrowing his brow. They hurried inside, eager to find out what had happened. The smell of warm porridge filled the air, and they moved toward the kitchen where their bowls sat on the table. Papa Bear, looking down at his bowl, spoke first. "Someone's eaten my porridge," he said with a frown, noticing his bowl was nearly empty. Mama Bear gasped in surprise. "Mine too," she exclaimed, finding her own bowl almost as empty as Papa Bear's. Baby Bear, his eyes wide with shock, looked at his bowl and then cried out, "Someone ate all of mine." His little voice echoed with disappointment. Papa Bear frowned. "Someone's been eating my porridge." Mama Bear gasped. "Mine too," Baby Bear cried. "Someone ate all of mine." The 3 bears looked around, puzzled, as they tried to figure out who could have snuck into their home and eaten their porridge while they were away. What kind of mystery could this be? Just then, the three bears came home from their morning walk. They stepped into the living room and stopped in their tracks. Papa Bear growled, "Someone's been sitting in my chair." Mama Bear looked closer. "Someone's been sitting in my chair too," she said. Baby Bear looked at his little chair and gasped. "Look," he cried, "my chair is broken." He pointed sadly at the splintered wood. The bears looked at each other, puzzled and concerned. Who could have been in their house? The bears crept upstairs, their footsteps quiet but curious. In the bedroom, Papa Bear looked at his bed. "Someone's been sleeping in my bed," he rumbled. Mama Bear gasped. "Someone's been in my bed too." Then Baby Bear peeked at his little bed. His eyes grew wide. "Someone is still in my bed," he squeaked. "She's still here." Goldilocks stirred and blinked. She opened her eyes and saw three bears staring at her. Goldilocks let out a gasp, jumped from the bed, and dashed down the stairs, out the door, and all the way home without looking back once. And the three bears? Well, they fixed Baby Bear's chair, made a fresh batch of warm, tasty porridge, and lived happily ever after in their cosy little cottage in the woods.